Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to cover a very basic concept of noun. This is a very short video on noun. So let's start our video. Okay, here comes our introduction. So let's start our introduction with the definition of noun. Okay, here comes our definition. Our definition says that a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or an idea. Here the definition is saying that any naming word which names a person, place, thing, or any type of idea that comes in your mind is called a noun. Let's take an example. Let's take an example. Our first example would be Ram goes to school. Here we have two nouns, Ram and school. Both are naming words. Both names a person and a place. Ram names a person and school names a place. So it will be considered as noun. And if we say David is holding a ball, so here David is the name of a person and here ball is a thing. So it would be considered as a noun. So here comes our some more examples. Our first example is Ram eats mango. Here Ram and mango both are noun. Here Ram and mango both are noun here. Here Mahesh and Delhi both are noun here. Here Suresh and gold both are noun here. So here we can see that all the words which are underlined Ram or Ram and mango. Here Ram names a person, mango names an object, Mahesh names a person, Delhi names a place, Suresh names a person, and gold names a thing. So all these underlined words here names any person, place, thing. So it also says the same. In all the above example, we can see that underlined words are either name, person, place, or thing. So now let's come to the types of noun. There are basically five types of noun. Our first is proper noun, next is common noun, then collective noun, then abstract noun, and then material noun. So let's come to proper noun. I am again going to start the proper noun with a definition. Okay, our definition says that a name used for special person, place, thing spelled with an initial capital letter. Here our definition is saying that name used for special or an individual person, individual place or individual thing is known as proper noun. So if I say Shyam is going to office, here Shyam is a proper noun because it names a particular individual person. And if we say he goes to office, here he is not a proper noun because it does not specifies the person or an individual. So we can say that any word specifying a particular individual, a special person or a particular individual is said to be proper noun. Here comes the explanation. It also says the same. A proper noun denotes to the name of a particular person, place, or thing. It might sound similar to the definition of noun we studied earlier. Yes, it is true that it sounds similar to the definition of noun because our definition of noun also says the same. A noun used for person, place, or thing. But we have a little change here in our definition. A change in our definition here is that in the definition of proper noun, we have a special or individual here. Here we have a change in the definition of noun and which is making it a definition of a proper noun from here to here. This was a definition of noun and a new word encountered the definition and this made the definition of a proper noun. The new word was special or individual and this is the basic rule for writing a proper noun. A proper noun is always spelled with a capital letter as we will further see in our examples too. Okay, so let's see some examples. For example, we say a boy writes a paragraph. Here the boy does not specify a special person. Here we can see that a boy does not specify a special person or an individual person. It can be any person. It can be I, you, anyone amongst the viewer, or even my neighbor. It can be anyone. And if we say Mayank writes a paragraph, here Mayank is a proper noun because it specifies a person. It specifies a particular individual. Here Mayank specifies a particular person and individual. So here we can get a name of a specific person, that is Mayank. So here Mayank is a proper noun because it defines a particular person. So this is not an example of a proper noun. A boy writes a paragraph. Is it an example of a proper noun? No, it is not because a boy is not specified here. But Mayank's write a paragraph is an example of proper noun because here Mayank, a boy, is specified. We can also see some more examples such as Ram, Shyam, Krishna, etc. So let's move to our next noun, that is common noun. So again we are going to start with the definition. Our definition says that a common noun is a noun that refers in general to a non-specific thing, place, person, or an idea. It is not capitalized unless it begins a sentence. It is saying that it refers to non-specific person, just opposite to a proper noun. A proper noun always refers to a specific person, it refers to non-specific person, just opposite to that proper noun. So, in the last proper noun, we saw the example of a boy. So, the boy was a common noun because it is not a specific person, it is a non-specific person, it is not specified. So, let's come to explanation. Our explanation says the same. A common noun denotes to the class of person, place, thing. It might sound opposite to the definition of proper noun we studied earlier, but here we refers to a class of person, place, or thing. Okay, we say again we take the example of a boy writes a paragraph. Here a class boy is used to refer a particular boy. Yes, we use the class boy to refer to a particular boy. So in general, we saw that the common noun was used to denote to a particular class of boys to denote a single boy. We we many times in common noun use the name of a class. We use the name of a class to denote a singular object, or we may use the boys are writing a paragraph. In this, we use the class boys to refer a number of boys, a group of boys among the class boys. So, in common noun, we generally use the class to refer to a particular group in that class or a particular individual in that class. So let's see some examples. Okay, for example, we say a boy writes a paragraph. Okay, this is the same example we used just now. So is it a proper noun or a common noun? It is my question. It is a common noun. Here boy does so now we are going to the explanation why it is a common noun. Here boy does not specify a person or an individual. The boy here is not defined. He can be any boy. The word boy here is referring to a class. A class can be defined as a group of something having similarities. A boy can be anyone amongst the boy. It is used to say about a person or the name of a class. Here we saw that boy referred to only one boy but names a class. It is saying the same thing just I said. It is saying that a boy, here the boy does not specify a particular individual. It is saying it is taking a name of a class boys, okay, and it is referring to a particular individual among the class, okay. And if we say, and let me take that example again, boys are writing paragraph. Here the class boys is used to refer a particular group of boys writing a paragraph. So, here we saw that the common noun is used to refer to a non-specific person, place, thing, group, or idea. So, the common noun is always used to talk about non-specific things. Okay. So, let's see some more examples, such as girl, tree, cat, lion, etc. Now, let's move to our next noun. That is collective noun. So like the previous two, we are going to start this noun with our definition. So the definition says that a collective noun is a noun that refers to some sort of group or collective. So the definition is saying here that when we consider a name of a group, or when a group when we use the name of a group as a noun, it is said to be a collective noun. The definition is saying that when we use a name of a group as a noun, it is said to be a collective noun. And our explanation says that a collective noun denotes the name of group or collective. It is a noun used for group. So our explanation is also saying that a collective noun denotes to the name of a noun, and it is a noun specially for the name of the groups. So for example, we say the class is shouting. Here the class is a group of students which is shouting. So here we consider it as a noun, and it is very often considered as singular, and it is also considered as plural. We will see the cases later on. So let's now focus on our noun. So here in the above statement, the class is considered as singular, and the jury has decided. And here also we saw that the class is again considered as singular. Okay, I think we will discuss it later, why it is considered as singular. But you basically remember that when a name of a group is considered as noun, it is said to be a collective noun. Here the group of judges, jury, is considered as a noun instead of judges. Here the group of students, class, is considered as a noun. Therefore, when a group is okay, there is a little correction in our definition. Therefore, when a group is considered as a noun used to represent groups, it is said to be a collective noun. Therefore, When we consider a group as an when we consider the noun used to represent group, it is said to be a collective noun. This is saying that when the naming word used to represent noun is considered as noun, it is said to be collective noun. Okay. Let us see some example. Here is our examples: committee, army, jury, crew, crowd. There is one thing common in all these things. That is they are groups and they name a group and they are considered as noun. So the collective noun is a noun which is used to represent group and considered as a noun is collective noun. Now we are moving to our next slide. Next slide. Okay, here comes the abstract noun and here is the definition. Okay, the definition says that an abstract noun is a noun that refers to something non-physical, something we cannot see or touch. Okay, the abstract noun is saying that. So our definition is saying that the abstract noun is a noun which is something non-physical, such as our emotions, happiness, sadness. Can you touch the happiness? No. Can you touch the sadness? No. Is it physical or non-physical? It is non-physical. So abstract noun refers to the noun referring to the emotions. Okay. The abstract noun refers to the noun referring to the emotion. So let's see our explanation. Our explanation says that an abstract noun is used to refer to a feeling. It is also saying the same. This noun represents our feeling. This noun are used for things which can be sensed or feel, which can be sensed or felt. Okay, an abstract noun is used to refer to a feeling. This noun represents our feeling. This noun are used for things which can be sensed or felt. Okay, so let's hear some examples. For example, I say, goodness is better than cleverness. Here, goodness and cleverness both are considered as an abstract noun because you cannot feel goodness, measure goodness, it cannot be touched. It is just a non-physical quantity just present in our minds which cannot be touched, sense. In any ways, it cannot be touched or sense. And cleverness is also the same thing. In the above statement, goodness and cleverness is a feeling which can only be felt, never be touched or sensed. It says the same thing. More examples: honesty, excitement, boredom, goodness, etc. Now comes our material noun. So here is our definition. So our definition says that a material noun is a noun used to describe an object that can be perceived by our senses. Okay, this is just the opposite of the abstract noun we studied just now. It is saying that a material noun is a noun which describes an object which can be perceived by our senses. Okay, let's see. Let us see the explanation. This noun is used to denote materialistic things around us or present in the world, which could be easily sensed by our senses. These generally denote to the substance which things are made of. This is saying that this noun is used to denote materialistic things present around us in the world, which can be easily sensed by our senses, such as you have a pencil in your hand. Okay, if you have a pencil in your hand, it is made up of wood. Can wood can wood be sensed by your senses? Yes, the wood can be sensed by your senses. Thus, the wood is a material noun. So let us see some examples. For example, we say Ramesh wants gold. In the above statement, gold is an object which can be sensed through our senses. Here, Ramesh is not a material noun. Here, gold is a material noun because in our explanation it says that which things are made of. Here, gold is a thing which makes jewelry, which which is used to make jewelry. So gold here is a material noun, and more examples of material noun are silk, cotton, silver, rice, etc. So what material noun is actually considering? The material noun is actually considering the things which can be sensed, or the things from which the many materials are made. For example, we saw in the statement in this sentence that gold is a precious metal used to make jewelry. So in this statement, gold is a material noun, and we also saw in the example of pencil. In the pencil, the wood was a material noun, and more examples are silk, cotton, silver, rice, etc. Okay, these are the example of material noun. Okay, here comes our end of video. Thank you for watching the video.